Hey guys, this is Tim Van Brunt. I'm from the Matt Mounts and Associates Agency down here in Norman, Oklahoma. Craig asked me to do a little video testimonial for the boot camp. So after on Wednesday, after the first day of the boot camp, I actually got my first sale. So I got my licenses in. Oh man, it was the week of 4th of July after the federal holiday. I got my licenses, my binding authority, everything completed. And at the point before my first sale, I had quoted probably right around $86,000 in quoted premium. And so after we got off the webinar, just continued to do my thing, grinding out as much as I could as far as quoting volume. So grinding it out, it kind of what I got the most out of the boot camp was a lot of the Tony Robbins' references. I know Neil has been working with Tony Robbins for the last 12 years or so. It just kind of revamped me a little bit. Coming from a different sales and marketing job where I was doing strictly business to business sales, and it was a business ownership and management training program. We listened to a lot of Tony Robbins, a lot of guys like Michael Sessions, and things like that. So kind of hearing Neil sounds just like Tony Robbins. If Neil would have never shown his face on camera, I would have thought it was Tony Robbins was talking to us. It just kind of revamped that mentality, I don't want to call it the savage mentality, but just going out there and just getting it, and everything like that. So, it was a guy that my first sale was actually one of my buddies I was in basic training with. We've spoken, off and on since then. And, using social media to our advantage, he actually saw one of my posts where I was now an insurance agent in Oklahoma. Well, he was stationed down here at Fort Sill, down in Lawton, just south of the city, and now living in another part of the state. Well, he hits me up, calls me up. I take my laptop home, just like I did today. It's right now. It's 6 o'clock, and I left to go get my daughter from daycare, and bringing my laptop home with me, and just doing some work after hours. Just not stopping. And so I already knew what the need was. The need was he did not like his current carrier, which was USAA. They were overcharging him for what he thought his insurance should be. So in the long run, I was able to save him $60 a month for better coverage and everything like that. So really wasn't so much as far as trying to fish around and find, a customer's need or whatever their pain is. It was just, the rapport was already established. We were in basic training together, been through a lot together. We kind of shared the same experiences from the military. So it was just, fitting what Allstate could give him, fitting what we could give him to what he wanted and what he needed. Now, having a brand new 2018 turbo diesel Dodge Ram 2500, we are able to fill that need of what he needs as far as coverage is concerned. So, probably the biggest thing that I used from that boot camp, with the revamped and refreshed, Tony Robbins-esque speech, not really a speech, but I guess a lesson that Neil and Craig were able to give. I just really reignited, a fire. And I've been using that to my advantage. Now, we're a couple days before the next boot camp video, and I'm sitting at 112,000 quoted in premium. Got a couple things lined up in the chute